everything has to go through the network standards and practices. So they will oftentimes say, oh, that's just too disgusting, please cut that back. And I think the weirdest one that we ever had, it was season 2, Scott Williams, who's one of the co-executive producers, wrote an episode where a guy was kind of decomposed in a tub of goo. So it was just, you saw kind of the top of a head and goo, but you didn't really see anything. You saw a couple of bones, and they said, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I said, why? You don't see a body or anything. And they said, well, oh no, but what it makes us imagine. And I said, how can I cut what you imagine? What am I supposed to do? And we're constantly doing that because sometimes it's, the way we do the show is to try to, make the audience imagine more than they actually see. And, but sometimes, we will have eyeballs falling out of skulls and things like that, and we just have to, the compromise is we won't show it for 4 seconds, we'll show it for 2.5 seconds, and that somehow makes them feel better.
Anyone from Standards and Practices? No? Stephen is so brilliant. He can talk to them until they drop dead. It's an amazing thing.
And then they finally go, okay, do it.
Yeah.
We just had one where somebody was getting out of a mud puddle. A young couple go to a mud puddle to do things that this little boy shouldn't hear. And don't start talking about it now. And she gets out, and even though she was actually clothed on the set to do it, she was covered in mud, and they went, the silhouette, you can see a breast. And I said, well, she's a woman. This would be very upsetting if you couldn't see a breast. Don't you think the audience would be upset by that a lot more than, so it's, kind of talking to them to finally get them to, do what really nobody cares about at all.
Stephen starts hollering about 24. People get shot in the face.
Yeah, that's right. You always got to, no matter what it is, you can't just put that on the table.
Yeah.
Jack Bauer shoots people in the leg just for a question. That fascist stuff on TV.
He says fascist a million times. Fascist, fascist.
And then they finally go, okay, and they hang up.